Good morning, everybody, and welcome into another wonderful episode of Saturday Morning Makes. We are on episode 3 of 2023, and I also want to give a big shout out to Jennifer of Scrapbooks and Memories. That's her YouTube channel name. And she shared last weekend some ATCs using beautiful ephemera, and she collaged the ephemera onto some ATC cards. You'll love her channel. Very wonderful content. I just took a quick peek at a few other videos. Anyway, I just wanted to welcome her into the Saturday Morning Makes community. And I saw Jana there and Mary and so many others of you have already visited. Some of you are longtime subscribers already. But I just wanted to make her feel welcome and say that we're so glad that you're here and that you're doing some Saturday Morning Makes with all of us. And I hope that some of you guys are also joining in on the many other hashtags that are out there. Two Crafters, One Design, which is Melissa and Lisa and Gloria. They do that, and they did Valentine's this past week. So I hope some of you hashtag Two Crafters, One Design if you were doing Valentine's. And I can't wait to see what they're doing this week. But I wanted to just make Jennifer feel welcome. Welcome to anyone else that's new to doing Saturday Morning Makes. We're so glad you're here. If you don't know what Saturday Morning Makes is, I do put directions in the drop-down menu of every Saturday Morning Makes episode that tells you how to join. But basically, you're going to create any sort of crafting-related project. Okay, it has to be an actual project that you made something, you're in the process of making it, or you finished making it. You can share what you're using to create it with, but the idea is on the Saturday video or your post, it needs to be something that you made. I love hauls and everything, but the whole idea of Saturday Morning Makes is to share actual art that you've created. It's an open art collaboration. I'd love anybody that wants to join in to join, whether you're crocheting, embroidering, slow stitching, sewing, whatever you're doing, paper crafting, memory keeping. Lots of people share different things, especially over on Instagram, and I just am so thrilled to go out and look at what everybody's creating. I spent over 5 hours looking at Instagram this week. Because I had missed a whole section, the shorts section. I just wasn't looking at that, and I didn't realize how many people were doing shorts now. So it took me a while to get caught up. I'm behind on YouTube now, and I'm hoping to catch up with them this weekend. But there's just so much content. We all only have so many hours in the day, but I'm just so grateful for all of you that participate and make Saturday Morning Makes so much fun. So let's jump into episode 3 of 2023. And today I am featuring this adorable brand new Peachy Keen release. It's PKSD 006. And my camera is trying to fall. That is not good. Hold on just a second. Because the clamp is not on correctly. Oh my gosh, you guys. Technical difficulties. Okay. Oh my gosh, this is the way it's going. Anyway, it's this Rest and Recover Gigi Mouse stamp set and Skating by Gigi. And it has 2 different mice in it. It has the little skating mouse down here. And there's various faces that you can use. And then it has this adorable little sleeping mouse. And just for fun, so that you can see what it looks like stamped out, I stamped it on some watercolor paper. And then I stamped the little hat too. And so that's what it looks like, cut out with the dies, okay? And the die leaves, of course, this little white edge around it, okay? So the die cuts out like butter. It just makes it so quick to cut these out really easily. And I just fell in love with this little mouse that's sleeping, and I had to use the little skater mouse too. And then this does have the word ouch. It has a little pill bottle and different little band-aids and stuff in there. Tissue box, a little snowflake. It has God bless you, get well wishes, rest and recover. It has a little hat for the mouse here, or you could use this hat again. And then it says skating by to say hi and to brighten your day. So wonderful. It's a stamp set as well as the coordinating dies, and it all comes together. And I loved having these dies. It made it so quick to create what I'm going to show you. Now, let me really quickly, I'm going to just go through the stuff I used really fast. So I use the Stickles Glitter Gel, and I use this through a stencil that I'm going to show you. It's the Tiny Heart stencil from Echo Park, but I'll show that to you in a minute. These are just some little turquoise gemstones from Hobby Lobby. I use those. I did get some clearance items from Spellbinders, and this is one of them. It's the Forget Me Not and Ladybugs die set. This is what it looks like. And I created flowers using this, the little flowers here, these flowers, and then the little leaves. And I stacked them together, 2 flowers, the flower center, and then the leaves on the edge. So I'll show you those when I get to the card that has them. I used the Whittle Bird dies from Poppy Stamps. Again, these are older. They're from 2019, but I believe you can still purchase them. They're part of the whittled, there's a whole line of whittle dies. Okay, and you get a bird facing one direction that's small and a bird facing the other direction that's a little bit bigger. And that's what they look like, okay? Then I used some of Anna's dies. I used Anna's pinked and stitched sentiment banners. I've had these for a long time. I always keep some in here that are already die cut out. I always have a few in there because it just makes it really quick to use them. And then I have die 925ZZ. This is the Eyelet Primitive Hearts die. I love this die set. It's one of my favorites. And it's an investment die. You buy it, you're going to have it forever. It's absolutely gorgeous. Anna, I wish you would make a layering die for this set. And I also wish, I don't know if it's possible, but I would love it if you could make a small one in like a little tag size. Because I was doing something and I was wishing there was one more size smaller. So I don't know if that's possible. I think it'd be really fun to do a really big one too and make pillows out of it. Make little hanging pillows for my doorknobs. But anyway, you could also cut a bigger heart and then just layer this piece on to be the decorative center of the heart. So anyway, I was just playing around with Valentine's ideas today. So that was one of them. And then this is, of course, her Crazy Stitched set, die 797YY. And I love this die set. I used, I think I might have used all 3, or I definitely used these 2 pieces. I might have used that too. I can't remember now. And then I used this beautiful Gina Marie Designs tree die, and I actually cut this apart to use it. This is another one of the clearance dies from Spellbinders. These finally went on sale. These are the Fluted Classic Rectangles. These were designed, I believe, by Becca Feekin, if I'm remembering correctly. Yeah, Amazing Paper Grace. Hi, Becca. And these are from 2021, and these finally hit the clearance rack. I have been waiting since they came out in 2021 for them to get marked down, and they finally did. So I finally was able to get a couple sets of dies that I have been wanting for several years. And then this is this is a little set of dies. I forget who sent this to me. I'm not sure where they got it, but this was a little set of heart dies that have XOXO and You Rock and Be Mine and True Love, and this is kind of what they look like cut out. So I used those on a couple of my cards. And then I don't know if you guys are familiar with this die set. This is a die set from Valentine's Day a number of years back from Sue Wilson for Creative Expressions. It's called the Filigree Artistry Collection, and it's the Woven Heart die. And this is what the die set looks like. It's a 2-piece die. Let me turn this over this way. Okay. It's a 2-piece die, and let me just show you some of the projects and the information about this die. So it's the die number, let's see, I think it's CED 2001 is the die number. And then here's some of the projects they did with the die, and you can see they have this gorgeous embossing folder in the background, as well as this die here, which is the Squares and Crosses border die. But I love the different projects they did with this. They're very, very cute. This is a really neat panel die that they have for like a window die that you can put behind it. So anyway, this is again from Creative Expressions 2019. So this isn't something you're going to be able to find right now, and I apologize for that. But I pulled out all my heart dies and was looking through all my Valentine stuff this week while I was sick. And this is one of the ones that I pulled out to play with. So maybe you can find it on a resale site. All right, I'll set that aside. This is, of course, the stencil that I used the Stickles glitter gel with. Okay, and I added some little glitter gel hearts to some of the papers that I'm going to show you on my cards. This is a beautiful snowflake die and a vines die, stitched vines card front die. and the, what is this one? Snowfall card front die. So these are from Concord and Ninth. And Concord and Ninth also has products on clearance. And they do, when they do, you know, a lot of stores like Honeybee and Concord and Ninth, and a lot of them are doing their year-end clearance still. And you can get really good deals, things for $2, $3, $4, $2.50. And so this is a time of year when I actually do take some of the gift money that I get for my Christmas and birthday, and I actually do buy some products that I've been looking at for usually an entire year or longer. If they make it down to clearance, that's usually when I will purchase things just to add to my arsenal of crafty goodies. This is a Cuttlebug embossing folder that's called Cross My Heart, and it has these little prim hearts, and this is what I used to emboss one of the cards. Or a piece of paper on one of the cards. I use this Park Lane paper pad, and I use this paper. This was something I got at Joann's, I believe, a number of years ago, and this was like the perfect paper for a card that I was making. I used another piece of paper from this Simple Stories paper pad to make an ATC card for Crafty Dares. Hello to everybody at Crafty Dares. Hello, Tina. This week on Friday, we did ATC cards. And so I made an ATC card using some ephemera from this paper pad and my little ATC die, which now that I think about it, I don't think I brought the ATC die. Yes, I did. All right, let me just do that right now. So I brought this little ATC card die down. This is from Paper Tray Ink. And I made this little ATC card that says Love Winter Most. The theme was winter. ATC card and free choice. So this has like a little burlap heart, and this was just a piece of the ephemera from this paper pad. If you're wondering, it's from the Simple Vintage Winter Woods 6x8 paper pad, and this is from simplestories.com. And so I thought it was the perfect winter themed, and I just love the little heart and how it says love winter most, which is true about me. I'm a January baby, and winter is my favorite season by far. I love snow and everything. The other thing that I used on my projects is this beautiful paper. If you watched last night, I uploaded a thrift haul, and I showed this paper in it because I was when I was sick this week, I was hunting for some for some English floral papers is what I typed in, and this is what came up. And in the video from yesterday, I shared the different papers in this collection. This is by far my favorite one, and I just think it looks so pretty on the card that I made. So these are some of my favorite colors, these kind of beigey, creamy browns, and then the blues. So I just think that looks so pretty. And if you look closely, there's little orange centers in the flowers, and then there's purple right here. So there's little purple buds and stuff. So it's just a really pretty paper. And it looks entirely different printed at full size. Like if you're a journal maker, this is what it looks like full size. And I showed this last night in the video too. So there were other papers in there. There's this one, for example, but go to my video from yesterday and you can see the whole collection if you're interested. So those are all the products that I used. Oh, and I forgot, I also used some of this beautiful lace that my friend Anna gave me. Good morning, Anna. Hello, Marilyn. Hello, Cynthia. Hello, Dee. All of my design buddies from the different design teams. So I used a little bit of this from Anna. Hello to Melissa and all of my friends out there, Jana and Patty and Sue and Gigi and Tina, and I could go on and on. It's kind of like Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. I could just keep naming people all morning. So I'm going to dive into the projects, and I'll just take them one at a time, okay? So this first one, this uses that adorable little mouse, and I made a little pillow that says love that she's got underneath her head here. And this is paper pieced with a beautiful paper from Iralamija shop. I should have printed that out. I meant to, and I forgot. But if you go to Iralamija shop, this is one of her floral papers. I'll try and link it down below in the comment section if you're interested. But this is just kind of a collage-y card. I had a little strip of book paper left, and I just tore the edge of it and laid that down. Then I had this little border in my scrap bin, and it's just a stitched scallop border. I put that on. Then this is a piece of that Iralamija shop paper torn down and laid down. And then I took a piece of vellum, I tore it down, and I did add some stickles to the hearts. I embossed it with that heart embossing folder. And then the rest of the card, I laid the stencil down, and I added the little heart stencil and put the glitter gel through it. So basically the card front just goes from right to left with all these different layers. And then the heart is added on top of all the layers. And then I put a little piece of the paper underneath the top layer of the heart to act as kind of like a rug that the mouse is laying on. And then the mouse is, of course, dressed and paper pieced, and I colored in her little hat a little bit. And then I made a pillow with the little love heart cut out. And then it says, "Get well wishes." And I lined that with a piece of the paper too, just to kind of carry that pink color through in 3 spots. I added Anna's trim down on top of the little book print. And I love the glitter that the sparkles when you move the card. So it's really sweet. On the inside, I used Anna's Crazy Stitch die set, and then just a little piece of the paper from Iralamija shop. And then on the back, I added Anna's little banner piece and a little love you from Lily of the Valley stamps. And I forgot to bring this down also, but this is from the new set of Valentine and love tags, sentiment tags that they just came out with, and it says love you. So I just think that they look so cute on the back of cards. So that's my first card. Oh my gosh, you guys, my throat is not happy. Okay, I got a little sip of water. That always helps. So here's another little get well card. Hi, Mary. I'm thinking of you, sweetie. And this one says get well wishes. It has the little mouse. And this was a little scrap I had where I had die cut out a heart. And it was a heart that has both the inner stitching and the outer stitching. So it left behind a little stitched heart into this paper, which is a gingham printable that I have, a gingham digital. And then I layered vellum behind it that I had embossed with that vine embossing folder from Concord and Ninth. I don't know if you can see the vine embossing very clearly, but it is there. And then I stuck that on top of one of Anna's heart dies cut out of that beautiful digital paper. And I just love this paper. I think it's so pretty. And then I found that lace piece in that paper pad from Joann's, and I thought it blended really well with the 3 of these. So it blended well with both the gingham, the floral, and then this. So those are my 3 papers. I made the flowers, and you can see what those look like. The little leaves are just edged in brown. So I edged them with some tea dye ink. There's 2 layers of the flower, and then the little blue, the tiny flower is die cut in a blue cardstock, and then the little blue gem goes on top of that. So I just made 3 of them, and I glued them down to form a triangle on the card. And I just think this turns out so cute with a little paper pieced mouse. And he's got his little hat on, and he's laying under, or she is laying under a floral blanket. And I just think it looks so cute. So this one is Get Well Wishes. And when you open it up, I added the heart from Diana's heart, from Anna's heart die set. And I added a strip of the pattern paper again. This is her Crazy Stitch set with the beautiful stitching. And then on the back, I layered her die set again. And then I cut a banner on each side of the little gingham paper just to add the other paper to the back here. And then it helps pick up on the You Are Love tag from Lily of the Valley stamps. So I love these little tags and how cute they are to just add an extra little detail to the back of your card. And when the person who receives that flips that over and sees You Are Loved, I think it'll really touch them. And I have so many people that are going through things and need little get well wishes. So P, I send my love out to you and your family today. I'm thinking of you, sweetie. And then here's this one, skating by to say hi. Hello to Rhonda. Hello to Elise, to Annette, and so many others. People keep popping into my head here. Anyway, this one says skating by to say hi, and this one is a skating themed card, and I just had so much fun making this, and I made it really snowy. And I meant to go and sprinkle glitter on this before I finished because I wanted the trees to look like they were covered in snow, and the glitter glue dried before I had a chance to do it. I got interrupted, and I wasn't able to go and do the glitter because it had already dried, but that's okay because it still looks really, really snowy and sparkly. And I made a little pond here where the little mouse is skating, and I used a white gel pen to make little skating lines and a little heart. And I just colored the hat in the blues to kind of pick up on the pond where he's skating. And then I added a little bit of blue to a couple of the birds that I added to the card. And this paper in the background is the paper from that Simple Stories paper pad. And then this is the little hillsides that I made are embossed with that Concord and Night snowflake impression plate, if you will. And I love dies that impress stitching into them because I just love the texture that it adds to your card. So that's that. Here's another little piece of that paper from Simple Stories. It's, again, Anna's little stitched die set that has the different little pieces of stitching on it, which I just love. And then on the back it says Love Always, and it, again, uses one of the little stitching dies of Anna White's from Impression Obsession Stamps. So those are my 3 projects. I had so much fun creating with this beautiful Peachy Keen Stamp set. And again, you can find this on their website. It's already live and in the store along with several others. And I'm just going to be featuring each stamp set as I have time to create with them. So hello to Kathy and Dave Jakopovich. Thank you for the new stamps at Peachy Keen. So excited to play with these. And this little mouse just makes me smile. Isn't he adorable? I can think of so many ways of doing a Christmas card with him, and I love the little skating mouse too. I love to ice skate, so I think that's so fun. And I love my new pattern paper that I got at Chapter 1 Papers on Etsy. And of course, you know I love my Iralamija shop papers that are featured on this card. And this beautiful Creative Expressions heart die, again, it may not be available anymore, but there are so many beautiful heart dies on the market. This is the time of year to be looking for them. And you know, you only need 1 or 2 to have for Valentine's Day, and you can make some beautiful little cards. So these are what I wanted to share with you for Saturday Morning Makes. I hope that everybody is enjoying their crafty time. Again, I craft because it always makes my heart feel better. We all have hard things. Life is not easy, as the French would say. It's just not easy. We all have hard things. And so creating is a way of bringing joy to your heart. And in turn, often when we, as paper crafters, we get to then send our cards out, which in turn spreads that joy to other people. So whatever heart you're creating, I know that it brings joy to your heart, and I love seeing what other people are making. I get inspired to try new things, and it's just fun to meet other crafters. So thank you for making Saturday Morning Makes so fun. God bless you. Everybody have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you out there as I start to comment and look at all of your beautiful art. And man, you guys always impress me every weekend. I just love seeing what everybody's making. Just incredible cards and incredible projects from everybody. So I saw some gorgeous stitching this past weekend. Oh my goodness. People that are completing, is it Cherry Hill Stitchery? I can't remember. Anyway, just beautiful things. My friend Susan Laverty is always crocheting beautiful things and making beautiful things. Patty shared a beautiful card. Ginger, Kim, oh my goodness, Kim and I think it's Ann Stavland. I don't think I'm saying that right. Carmel, there's so many people that share beautiful art all the time. Jana, Tina, Gigi. So I hope that all of you that are sharing are enjoying the process and enjoying going out and seeing what everybody's making. So everybody have a wonderful weekend. I'll see you next weekend for sure for Saturday Morning Makes. But again, I always hope to see you before. I hope I get to film before then. So everybody take good care. Blessings and hugs.